Hello and namaskar. Welcome to NCRT's live interactive program. I'm Simran Singh and you have all connected with us through eVidya channel number 14. And besides this, you can always connect with us through our YouTube channel that you all know, it's NCRT Events. And once again, a very warm welcome to all our learners in the 13th training session of this pilot program based on teaching vocational subjects using Adobe Express with AI in classrooms. Well, viewers, this is the second episode of the subject-centric series of integration of technology into the subjects. And we are delighted to have with us our teachers, teacher educators, school leaders from the states of Delhi, Haryana, Gujarat, Assam, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh connecting with us in the program today. Well, we all know that with the advent of technology, it has become really necessary to integrate technology in our classroom scenario in order to make the process of teaching and learning really easy and conducive for everyone. So, through a synergistic combination of technology and creativity-focused pedagogies, CIET NCRT, in collaboration with Adobe India, has designed this program which aims to cultivate creativity, innovation and digital empowerment among the educators. So let's watch an introductory video regarding the same.
NCERT, in collaboration with Adobe India, presents a pioneering online training program. Discover the power of Adobe Express and Adobe Acrobat with AI Assistant to bring digital creativity and AI skills into the classroom. Starting from 6th of June till the end of July, join us every Tuesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Tune in to the NCERT Events YouTube channel and be a part of the future of education.
Welcome back, learners. You just got to see in the video that we started our training program on 3rd of June and till 31st of July we are here with all of you. Well, it's a 20-hour long training program that is an orientation session where we are discussing and highlighting the different aspects of Adobe Express. It has been basically divided into two parts, and the first one, it was a mandatory segment for all the teachers regardless of their subject, and the second one is the specialized techniques for integrating subjects into the curriculum. So let's also watch our training schedule on the screen in order to highlight the different topics and the days, the dates and the different areas that we are going to discuss as a part of this training program. Here is the training schedule with the topics mentioned for all of you, and you can connect with us to the dates and the days, the timings that have been mentioned on your screen. Well, this was our training schedule, viewers. You can also take a screenshot of the images that have been flashing on your screens. This is our special training session regarding digital creativity and AI skills, where we try and aim to digitally empower our society, all the learners who have connected with us in the live session. And viewers, let me also advise you that you can feel free to give us a call at the contact numbers and reach out to us in this training program. The contact numbers are also flashing as a ticker on your screens, and I may repeat it, it is 8800440559. So let's get ready to ignite the creativity, and let me introduce you to our guest for today's program. In the studio we have with us Miss Niharika Bhayana Khatri. Hello, welcome to you.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce you to all our learners. She is an education leader with 15 years of experience in the fields of education and skilling. And prior to joining Adobe, she has worked with a National Skill Development Corporation under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and have spearheaded the development of employability and entrepreneurship skills curriculum, and was leading the digital content and learning track for the national level digital infrastructure platform, that is Skill India Digital. She has also authored over 15 books for K-12 students and teachers addressing various national and international curriculum. Once again, welcome to you.
Thank you.
We also have our second expert, our guest in the studio, Mr. Prashik Taide. Namaskar, sir. We welcome you.
Thank you so much.
Sir is a postgraduate teacher at Reliance Foundation School, Lodhivali, where he teaches skill subjects to students of grade 11th and 12th. In addition to his teaching technical roles, he is highly skilled in graphic design. Further, He creates engaging graphic content for the school and provides invaluable guidance to students in this area. Once again, we would like to welcome all our guests in the studio with us who will be highlighting more on the role of Adobe Express in the field of education. And before we proceed ahead in our today's program, let us have a quick video about Adobe Express in classroom. Well, as we all saw in this particular video, that Adobe Express is a digital creativity software which helps us to create educational infographics, web page, videos, worksheets, lesson plans, reports, etc., which not only engage students but also develop skills like visual thinking and persuasive communication that will give them an edge in the classrooms. So let's get to know more about our today's program from Niharika ma'am.
Thank you, Simran. So, I'm happy to be back here. First of all, I would like to wish everyone Happy Youth Skills Day. We kept this program deliberately on 15th of July because you all know today is World Youth Skills Day, and this day actually highlights the importance of equipping our youth with the skills for employability and entrepreneurship. It also wants to raise, basically through this day, we want to raise more awareness about the TVET ecosystem, which is technical and vocational education and training, so as to solve the unemployment amongst the youth globally. So we all know that skills is a very important part of our everyday teaching and learning processes. So let me just show you my screen so as to understand why skills are important. So we all know that as a teacher, I feel that imparting skills at the school level is very essential because it builds confidence in the students so that they are ready to take new challenges. Skills are important for employment because as a teacher, we all know that all the students cannot be measured equally on their educational capabilities. Every student has a different strength. So the main aim of any education setup is to provide them with the skills so that they're able to earn a livelihood for themselves. Next, most important aspect of imparting skill education is to impart creativity and innovation, which in a way will actually fuel their entrepreneurship journey. So we personally as a teacher feel that education should not be different from skills, and when we are imparting skills to our student, we are actually giving them this I would say a path. We are showcasing them a path so that they can decide what exactly is their strength and their interest, where exactly it lies, and they take a informed decision when they move out of their school life into the workforce. And isn't it also the vision of NEP 2020? This is why it was introduced within the mainstream education from grade 6 to grade 12, so that students have more of hands-on activity, practical skill, so as to make education more relevant for the workforce of today, so that students gain the necessary skills and then they can readily contribute to the workforce. So this is why skills are important. But before we proceed further, I would like to ask everyone a question. Just let me, I've created a question for every one of you on a Mentimeter, where I would like to ask you where exactly the role of a teacher lies. So let me just share my screen with you, all the participating teacher. So tell me, teachers, where do you feel as a vocational subject teacher in your school, where do you feel that you are playing a vital role in actually shaping up the future of today's generation? Can you just quickly scan the code which is flashing on your screen at the moment? This Mentimeter will be open for another minute. I would like to gauge into your experience, your responses, and your take on why do you think vocational education is important and what is the role of the teacher. So please scan the code and please start submitting your responses, because as a teacher of vocational education, I personally feel that we are the ones who are shaping the students. We are the ones who are providing them actual guidance with respect to which skill and core academia will be more suitable as per their interest. We are the ones who are exposing them to the new world of skills, whether it's technical education or it is any of the other skill education. We are the ones who are actually providing them opportunities, feedback, and motivating the students to take up new learning paths so as to equip them and make them ready to contribute to our future generation and our future employment. So basically, teachers, I'm waiting for your responses. The Mentimeter is open. Kindly scan the QR code and let us know what exactly is the role of a teacher in shaping the future of the students, especially when it comes to vocational skill, because that is what has been actually envisaged by NEP 2020, and that is what the ministry as well as the schools are also talking about. We have to identify the core strength of a student, because that's why we want to make education more relevant. So let me know what are the core strengths and how, as a teacher, you are placing an important role over here. What role you are playing? I can see some of the answers. You are saying you are motivating the students. You are giving them guidance to opt for the exact skill courses, because there are so many skill courses which are introduced from grade 6 to grade 10 in your schools in K-12 curriculum, and definitely providing support, necessary support to the students so that they can take up the skill of their choice. I'm waiting for the more answers from our teachers who are watching us live here today. Okay, so basically you're all right. As a teacher, it is my responsibility to guide my students, because since NEP 2020 introduced these new skills, vocational subjects from grade 6 to grade 10th and for 11th and 12th as well, it is our responsibility to help them understand how the skill education is different from the core education. Though skill education is is an additional subject alongside the core academia, but as a teacher, I am the one who will be able to identify where exactly the core strength of my student lies, and definitely we can give them more opportunities and guidance so that the student may take up a parallel path alongside, which will help them when they move out of the school. They may or they may not pursue higher education if they don't want to, but if they are skilled enough, then they are basically able to earn a livelihood and contribute to to the economy of the nation. And secondly, even if I don't want to join the workforce, I can, through these skills, I can actually start my own entrepreneurial venture. I will gain creativity, innovation, these skills actually fuel those kind of skills, critical thinking, so that I can take a new approach and start my own entrepreneurial venture. So that is what we are going to see today in our session. So today we have teachers who have been addressing various vocational subjects in school, whether it's graphic design, whether it's AI, whether it's data science or social media or digital marketing or mass media. So we have teachers who will be talking about how technology can be integrated in their vocational education subject and how they are actually incorporating Adobe Express in their everyday teaching and learning processes. So before we proceed further to understand their pedagogical approaches, don't you think, Simran, it will be apt that since today is the World Youth Skills Day,
Yeah.
we should begin the session with maybe designing a poster
Of
or a
course.
video, and all the teachers, please join us in designing a poster or a video on World Youth Skills Day using Adobe Express, and then maybe we will post it on social media highlighting the importance of vocational skills in our ecosystem.
All right, so we are in this particular program till 5 p.m. So I believe that our learners and the viewers who have connected with us, they can come up with the posters, the pictures,
Definitely.
whatever they would like to share with us.
Yeah, surely. So I personally feel that we will begin with the creation of the poster. I will guide you alongside.
All right.
But before we move forward, let's have a look at the login process of Adobe Express, which we have been highlighting every time in all the sessions, so that it's easier for you to stay connected with us, stay abreast with whatever we are doing, and we would also like all our fellow teachers to contribute in designing all the activities that we'll be doing today.
So let's
So-
watch a video.
This video depicts the process of logging into your educational accounts. To begin with, please follow the teacher's login guide provided in your welcome kit. In the teacher's login guide, we have depicted 4 steps for you to follow to log into your Adobe Express educational accounts. Kindly remember to use your registered email ID only. On the first page, please click on the Adobe Express link provided. This will take you to the login page of Adobe Express. On the login page, please enter your registered email ID to proceed into your login. Now enter the password linked with your email ID. And click on continue. Upon continuing, you will be given option to choose between 2 profiles. Kindly select the Pilot Digital Creativity Skills profile only. This will take you to your Adobe Express educational account. Your educational account will look something like this. It will welcome you with your name, and on the left panel, you can see the educational resources. Welcome. Now let's begin.
Welcome back, all our teachers. So I hope you just saw the login process of Adobe Express, and I hope that you all have logged in into your account. We will be flashing the login URL of Adobe Express from time to time for your convenience and for all the teachers who are joining us live on YouTube channel. So before we proceed any further, let me give you a quick recap of our previous sessions and the projects. So as you can see on my screen,
We are sharing the screen with all our viewers.
As you can see on my screen, we have been talking about the welcome kit that we have created for our teachers and teacher educators. Over the past 1 week, we had given you projects. Dear teachers, it is pertinent for this pilot training program that you complete the projects, because then only you will gain the completion for this entire program. So as part of the program, we have actually designed 2 projects which we will be submitting. Project A details have been shared with all the teachers who have registered with us, and the same has also been updated on the welcome kit for the teachers. The same web page. So teachers, I request you all to kindly just access the web page or just refresh the web page which is there with you, so as to find all the details with respect to the projects that you have to submit. This was the project A, which was clearly defined last week, and we had guided you how you can submit your projects. The last date for the submission of the project A was 12th of July. Just to highlight again, the 12th of July submission date has been increased, and now the last date for the submission is 19th of July. So all the teachers who have not yet submitted their projects, this is the project. You only have to submit any one of the project that you find more suitable to your particular subject. Please, the last date for the submission of project 1 has been changed to 19th of July. So teachers, you still have time to create any of these projects and follow the basic submission process which has been highlighted with this video, or then you can also submit your creation, your projects using this submission form. Alongside the second project with respect to this particular pilot training program has also been defined and updated on the same web page. So as you can see, as part of the project B, which is pertaining to the subject specific training of this entire pilot skilling program, we have clearly defined various themes with respect to subjects. As you can see, theme A is for English, Hindi or regional languages. Theme B is defined around science, EVS and all the science subjects. Theme C is defined around maths, accountancy, business studies, and theme D has been designed around social studies, economics, pol science, etc. And the last theme, which is E, is designed for vocational education. So you have to choose any one of the subtopics and create a web page. Make sure when you are creating or completing your project B, your web page must contain all these important parameters. Design a lesson plan. See, the main aim of doing project B is to equip our participants with Adobe Express and use of technology in their everyday teaching and learning processes. So, we all know that when we have to prepare for a classroom, we design a lesson plan around the topic that we have to take up. So, in a similar manner, please design a proper lesson plan which includes the learning outcomes, which includes what all pictorial representation you are thinking of putting it up on the web page. Clear subject matter should be defined. It should also contain some videos. The video recording can be done by the teacher. You can also access some of the relevant YouTube links and embed it in your web page. And at the end, we all know, how do you gain the feedback? How do you gauge whether the student has understood what we intend to impart in our lesson? That can be judged using the worksheet. So at the end, please make sure you are also creating a worksheet using Adobe Express relevant for any of your subject and the topic that you have selected and putting it up on your web page. So this is your project B. The submission formalities, how you have to submit the project, everything remains the same. So you can refer to the video which was created for project A, which will guide you how you can submit the project B. That's absolutely simple. Create a web page, host everything which is desired, and then publish your web page and copy the URL and paste it in your submission form. So if you scroll further down, you will see project B submission form which has been highlighted and updated on the same web page. You will have to follow similar steps as you followed for your project A submission. Remember, the deadline for the submission of project B is 5th of August. We will no longer be accepting any more projects after 5th of August. So teachers, you have ample of time with you to create your projects, and these projects can definitely be utilized in your classroom to impart the lesson in your classroom to your students, and this can also be shared with your students. Moreover, we have been getting a lot of queries from our teachers with respect to the teaching resources that we are using and we are depicting in our everyday sessions. Teachers have been bombarding us that they have not gotten access to the teaching resources. So as you can see on the screen, the teaching resources, as I have been telling you about it, has also been updated on the same web page. As you can see, access teaching resources. This is a button which has been updated on your welcome kit. So when I click on this button, it will take me to the teachers resources and you will get access to all the teaching resources that we have been showcasing in our previous sessions, which includes the educational templates relevant to various subjects, includes the professional development manuals which has been created absolutely available free of cost from grade 6 to grade 8 for various subjects. As you can see here, you simply have to click and download these books for you, and it also contains relevant links for you to skill and upskill yourself with various a lot of data, a lot of resources and self-paced courses which are available for all our creative educators out there. You can do any of these courses and understand how you can teach various subjects using Adobe Express in your classroom. Alongside, if you scroll further down, we have also been updating the same page, teaching resources page, with the web pages which we have been depicting while in our science lecture or in our maths lecture, or today, even today, the web page that we will be depicting with a lot of ideas that the teachers can utilize in their same classroom have been also linked to the same web page. So you have the entire repository of resources, teaching resources available with you at one stop. This is where you have to access. Just log in and go to your welcome kit and access the plethora of content which is available. So that was all about the previous sessions and the projects that you have to submit. Please make sure the completion of this pilot training program will only be marked once you submit both the projects. Both project A and project B, they are important and mandatory. So please submit the projects on time and let's stay connected through these projects. Now that we have imparted information about the previous projects, let's go and create a poster on World Youth Skills Day. So please log in into your Adobe Express accounts and stay connected with me, because we together are going to design a poster on World Youth Skills Day, and then we will also post it on social media highlighting that we are supporting the vocational education setup in the K-12 segment. So I'll just show you my screen. I've already logged in into my Adobe Express account, and you can see my Adobe Express account welcomes me with my name. So I am not depicting the process of login again, teachers, because we have just seen the video which showcases how you will log in into your Adobe Express account. So let's create a poster on World Youth Skills Day. Considering the paucity of time, I'll just use an existing template. Maybe I'll use some template from a previous existing poster and I'll just enhance it, customize it as per my requirement. Okay, let me see which is closest to the World Youth Skills Day. Maybe I can use this one. Okay, so see, I have just typed in Earth Day as one of the templates, and I'm selecting any one of the template in my Adobe Express account. So teachers, because of the paucity of time, I am selecting an existing template and I will be customizing it as per my requirement. You are free to create your own poster or video from scratch. We all now know that how we can create posters, how we can create videos from scratch using Adobe Express, because that is what we have been teaching everyone. That's what we have been learning from day one. So let me just select this poster and I'm going to now customize it. All the teachers who are participating alongside, please requesting you all to kindly move ahead and create the poster along with us. I will be guiding you step by step. Please follow the steps and let's create it together. So click on the customize template. It will take you to the editor window. This is my Adobe Express editor window. And now I can meddle around with these templates. So I can click on this. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup it. Now I want to change this earth to youth skills. I'm going to reduce the size just by dragging and I'm going to place it somewhere here. Now over here I'm going to just select this segment which is day and I'm going to make a copy by using Ctrl C and Ctrl V. That's it. So I'm going to make a copy of this. Just a minute. Yeah, so I made a copy of this, you can see, and now I'm going to change this to world so that we have our heading ready. And let me, as you can see, this depicts my layering, how I am layering my content on this page. So let me zoom in a bit for you all. So I'm going to move this word behind youth skills and let me place it somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here, maybe here. That's it. Let me remove this. And since I am talking about the World Youth Skills Day, let me talk about various skills that can be imparted. So I need some images of maybe a paintbrush or cooking elements or maybe a digital pen or maybe a screwdriver or something. So let me go to media, because this is where we can search for pictures, we can search for videos and we can search for audios. So let's go to photos and I'm going to use text to image to generate this kind of image. So I can select any of the format and look carefully how I am defining the image. So I want an illustration of a hand carrying a screwdriver maybe holding a screwdriver in a fist, holding a screwdriver in a fist. Okay, so now I have described the kind of image that I want to generate. So I'll just click on generate and let Adobe Express create an image for me. Okay, let me remove this. Generate. Okay, maybe we have to be very careful with the words that we are using, because some of the words that we may be using for generating an image may violate the rules, because as we all know, the generative AI feature of Adobe Express is safe to use. So it will always prompt the search which is not adhering to the safety guidelines. So it generates an image which is free from any biases or any violation. So it will not generate any violent image. So if somebody prompts a violent kind of a scene, it will prompt you that this is against the guidelines and hence it will not generate such images. So see, I found so many images. I think this or this would work. Okay, so I've selected this image And now I'm going to remove the background of this image. I hope you all are following suit and you're creating alongside. So I'm going to place it somewhere here, maybe under earth like this. Now I'm going to make a copy of this image. So I'm just making a copy of this image. See, I've made one more copy, and let me make another copy of this image. And I'm only going to change the screwdriver to a paintbrush, because we are creating a poster on Youth Skills Day. So we are going to highlight various skills through this poster. So I've just changed the screwdriver to a paintbrush, and let Adobe Express generate an image for me. This looks good. Okay, again let me remove the background. I can twist it a little and place it somewhere here, and let me also change I'm taking the third image now, and I'm changing the word screwdriver to maybe a spatula and a whisk, because when we're talking about skills, we are not limiting ourselves to only digital or technological skills. We are referring to all the skills, whether it's tourism sector, media sector, construction sector, all the skills we are referring to. So just to highlight the importance of World's Youth Skills Day, we are creating an image, a beautiful image, and that's it. My image is almost ready, and I can place it somewhere here, and I am going to place these hands under the earth so that this image is behind earth, just like this. Yes. So this highlights the importance of skilling, and I have youth stationed here. So this is how I've designed it, and it's looking beautiful. Yes, now I'm simply going to zoom out so that you all can see. I can add 15th of July as my text, 15th July 2024, and I can change the font of this poster. I can view the recommendations, and I can change the font of this poster, just like this. Yeah, I've changed the font of this poster. That's it. Now I'm going to click on share and publish my poster on the World's Youth Skills Day. We all know the steps that we have to follow while we are publishing any of the content that we have created. So we'll just change the permission rights to anyone with the link. Go to publish to web, and I'm going to change the title to World Youth Skills Day. I hope you're also creating alongside. Teachers, I would love to see your creations. Please create it alongside, because I'm going to share with you the Padlet account QR code shortly, where you can upload what you are creating alongside. I'm going to publish this, and let's have a look at the Padlet link, because I'm expecting that all you teachers are also creating the content alongside so that we can all post it on social media. So here's the Padlet link. Please scan the QR code and upload your creation, the poster that you have created on World Youth Skills Day, and please let us see your creation.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they are going to scan the QR code, and just alongside us, they are going to post whatever they have created regarding World Youth Skills Day. So right from the process of login to Adobe Express, and also the submission of the projects, to creating poster on Adobe Express, I believe that these particular areas have been clear to all our viewers. The QR code is still there on your screens. You can scan this QR code, and that is a Padlet link on the screens, and you can share your creativity with us and let us know what you feel about this day and what you have created so far. So let's move ahead in our conversation. And also, ma'am, do we have any posters as of now?
Yes, I think teachers have started showcasing their creativity, and as you can see on my screen, we have Rashna ma'am from the MAN school, we have Sonal ma'am from Bal Bharati school, and we have Anju ma'am. She has created almost a similar poster. Wow, ma'am, it's looking good. So we have quite a few posters which have been designed by the teachers and have been uploaded on the Padlet. Teachers, we are waiting for you to upload your content on Padlet. It's very simple, we all know. We just have to download the file. As you can see, we can download our creation in PNG and we can upload the file on Padlet for submission. So please complete your posters, download it and upload it on Padlet so that we can see your beautiful creations, and then let's post it on social media.
And I am going to post my particular poster that I'll be creating on social media regarding World Youth Skills Day. So viewers, let's proceed ahead in the conversation and let us get to know more about how Adobe Express can be very useful for educators. And providing us more insights in this area, we have with us Prashik sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Myself, Prashik Taide from Reliance Foundation School, Lodivli. Today we shall delve into the exciting world of Adobe Express for educators. It's a platform that can transform the way we are teaching graphic design to the students. Well, the conventional ways of teaching such a vocational subject might sometime be a walk on a tightrope. So, this is where technology steps in. Technological tools like Adobe Express helps the teacher to get along the curriculum as well as the creativity and design aspect of it. So, it's just like a superhero sidekick for a teacher who's teaching graphic design. It has inbuilt resources, it has inbuilt amalgamation of all those Adobe Express tools which a graphic designer who is pursuing his career into graphics might need. Let's say an example like Photoshop, InDesign, Firefly, all these advanced softwares have its certain glimpses into Adobe Express. So whenever a student wants to pursue his career into graphics, having knowledge of these software skills is much important. And Adobe Express is currently offering all this for free to all the students and educators. So let me take you through my screen to understand what all we can do along with Adobe Express. So let me share my screen with you all.
So alongside, our viewers can also practice and share your questions in the comment section of our YouTube channel, that's NCRE Events. Yes.
Yeah. So there are multiple possibilities for creating graphic designs using Adobe Express. Like the first thing I would like to share is using infographics in the class design. Yes. So for teaching graphic designs, we can have infographics, which is very creative way for us to teach students various elements regarding graphic design. We can create such infographics for its benefits, like it is simplicity, consistency, clarity, the visual elements that it adds up, the accessibility. We can create such infographics and share with the students within just clicks. Its functionality, aesthetics, all these things are managed by Adobe Express. So in today's world, visual communication is paramount. Equipping your students with graphic design skill isn't just about creating posters or brochures, it's about empowering them to communicate effectively, standing out of the crowd and also embracing the future opportunities that they might have. So let me begin with a simple idea of how we can incorporate graphic designing elements using Adobe Express. So for that, let me take you through the Adobe's homepage. This is how the homepage will look like. I'm sure Niharika ma'am has already informed you about how the login process is, and everybody must have logged in to their Adobe Express accounts. So we'll be creating AI, we'll be using the AI to generate an image. Okay. So why is this so important, and what help does this give us while teaching graphic designing? So text to AI can be a game changer for graphic designer, especially in the early stage where brainstorming and concept generation has been carried out. Conventionally, if we use the conventional techniques wherein we have to sketch something and then we have to do the then we have to do the modification. In the early stages, if we have AI to give you some sort of inspiration, that is always good for a graphic designing mentor. So let me start with giving a prompt for creating some graphic. So I'll be using create a shoe for kids having LED lights at the sole. So that's the prompt that I'll be giving to the AI. Let's see how Adobe Express can help in getting the image for us. All right, it's generating. It has multiple capabilities. It has multiple mode wherein we can enhance our creation. We have different modes, different styles available here in Adobe Express. You can use any style that is suitable for you. Here you can see that it has already created me so many beautiful options, and looking at these options we can select what is most suited for our case. Okay, if this will be an assignment for the student, he can definitely utilize the capabilities of this AI. Let me choose this particular image. It has LED, as you can see, at the sole, and it looks beautiful. It looks just like we have shot this with some camera and all. So let's start with adding some text over it. For that, as you can see, here is the text button. I'll click on the text button and add a shoe design here, a shoe for kids. Okay, just calling it shoe as a shoe for kids. Then I'll just select it because it's in black color, it's not just visible to us, and then you can play along with the formatting styles. You can select whatever formatting style is suited for your requirement, like going for this. As you can see, it is already changed. I can also increase the font size, and then I'm going to change its color. You can see there is an option called as fill, wherein we can change the color. I choose white color, and I'll just place this text on the top. Okay, so that's how we create. If it's still not visible, we can play along with the colors. That's always there for you. You can play along with the colors and make it as per your requirement. Let's go with this color. Yeah, that pops out well. So let's go with this color and place it at the bottom. That's really nice. And then after you have created this using the AI, you always have an option to download it. You can download it in 3 formats that are provided by Adobe Express. Either you can go for PNG, JPG or PDF, whatever is your requirement and however you want to share it. To share your content, you always have this share button here. You can click on the share button and there are multiple possibilities for you to share. You can first of all publish it to web. You can click on publish to web. You can rename it as your creation, shoe for kids, and you are ready to go. You can just click on publish link and it will be published as well. You can also invite your fellow teachers or say students to work on this. You can always add their names here, and then you can copy the link or you can invite them directly through this option. So that's a beautiful example of how we can use AI capabilities present in Adobe Express for content creation.
Right. Thank you so much, Prashik sir. Well, it was quite interesting to note down these details, and I'm sure that our viewers will take a note of them and can share certain exciting features that you have discovered with us as well. So before getting to know more about the different approaches that we can use with the help of Adobe Express, let us also hear out the thoughts of Miss Priyadarshini madam from Jamnagar, and the school is KDARFS school from Jamnagar. Let's watch a video of Priyadarshini ma'am and the thoughts that she has shared with us.
A very good evening, everyone. I'm Priyadarshini. I work at KDARFS Jamnagar and I teach subjects Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. And today I'm very excited to share with you all about how I'm leveraging Adobe Express to enhance my teaching experience and students' learning experience in the classrooms. Now, earlier I was using the Adobe Express posters, flyers, creating infographics, presentations, video making, and all of such tools very effectively. But now the generative AI feature is like an icing on the cake. So with this, there are various things that I have found very useful for a teacher, because it is very handy, especially in giving creative assignments to the children. So talking about few of the concepts in AI, I have used various methods to give assignments and also to make them learn few concepts. For example, I used to give them concepts like AI neural networks, domains of AI, learning models in AI. I had given these topics and I had asked them to illustrate these concepts in a diagrammatic way or a graphical way. And they had also gone one step further, and what they did was they had used the text to image feature of the generative AI, and they came up with a lot of good images related to the topic. And once they're done with generating the images, they also created a comic strip out of it or a video out of it. So these are few of the ways we can use generative AI. Also here I have few of my students' assignments which I would like to share it with everyone. So as you can see on my screen, these are few of the assignments that were submitted by my children. So the topic for this assignment was applications of AI. What they were supposed to do was come up with various applications of AI and represent it in a diagrammatic way using the text to image feature. So the first child, what he had done is, his topic was smart city, which are powered by AI drones. So as you can see, he had come up with a beautiful image which depicts a smart city and also AI powered drones which are covering the city. So the next topic another child had taken was AI tutors. So this was his representation. And the third child had taken smart homes. So various AI appliances were put on the smart home and depicted very nicely. And one more example for AI in wildlife conservation. As you can see, these are few of the good images that they had come. And they had also done one more thing. For few of the topics, for example, if it is AI neural networks, we all know that neural network means it has a similar human brain's structure. So what they did, the topic of AI neural network is actually represented in the form of neurons, as you can see on the screen. And one more example was chatbots. Chatbots actually belong to a domain called natural language processing. So if you deeply see inside the word chatbots, they had represented the word using various languages. So all these are few of the examples of assignments that my students had submitted. And I had always felt that the generative AI feature had been very useful, and the turnout ratio of the assignments of my students had been significantly improved after using the generative AI feature. Thank you.
So that was Priyadarshini ma'am, and she has been teaching subjects like artificial intelligence, data science over a decade. How beautifully you saw she had intertwined technology in her everyday classroom, and how beautifully she designed those assignments for the students, whether it's creating smart cities or incorporating things in neural network. So basically, I would just like to show you my screen. We have been talking about vocational education, and as per the directive by the CBSC, the new vocational subjects that has been introduced by CBSC, you can see that skills modules which have been introduced in middle school, we can see design thinking and innovation as one of the skill subject. We can see marketing and commercial applications. We can see mass media. We can see data science. We can see maybe anything related to mass media, then tourism, travel and tourism, etc. Or if I look at the skill subjects which is being offered in the secondary level, which is grades 9th and 10th, you can see so many skill subjects, whether it's multimedia, it's artificial intelligence. So all these vocational subjects that we are talking about at the moment, they require important skills such as content creation, visual design, we talk about the search engine optimizations, we are talking about social media management, digital marketing, data analysis, etc. And in all these subjects that we just mentioned, it wouldn't be, I would say, incorrect to say that technology can be easily incorporated in everyday teaching and learning processes. And I can design visually appealing content using Adobe Express in all these just skill courses that we just highlighted. So moving ahead with the session today, I would further request Prashik sir to highlight whether like all the relevant pedagogical approaches that he has been taking in his class other than what he just showcased to us. Back to you, Prashik sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, as a graphic designer, using text behind the subject is one such important element that we can use in our graphic design class. So, in the classroom when we teach graphic designing, this text behind image can be helpful because it helps in conveying a message. It helps in adding a sense of depth to the design without hampering, without taking away the attention of the audience from the main subject that we want to convey. So, let me share my screen quickly and show you what is the importance of text behind image when it comes to graphic designing. So, as you can see here, I have created this design where we have text behind the image. You can see there is already an image, and behind this image we can see the text is appearing. So, this text behind image is actually an element of this design. It is not just writing over the image and just taking away the audience's attention, but it adds as an element to your design of graphics. So, for that, let me quickly take you to the Adobe Express homepage. I am sure everybody must have logged in. And to all the audiences, I would request you to whatever creation we are doing here, you can always download it and upload it on the Padlet link that ma'am has already shared. It will be appearing on your screen shortly. Once you have done this creation, I will request ma'am to share the Padlet link again. But to start with, what you have to do is come to this suggestion option and then click on this custom size. Okay. So, as we click on this custom size, you can choose whatever height and width that you want. For time being, I am choosing a blank canvas. I am okay with the dimensions that Adobe Express is suggesting me. I can click on create new file. As I click on create new file, it will give me a blank canvas to begin with. As I want to put some text behind image, I need image first, right? So, that image can be an image that we already have in our system. You can always upload it from your device, and alternatively you can always look for it from the library that Adobe Express has. So, I will be using the library image from Adobe Express. Let us take any image. I will be choosing this image. Let me search for this. As you can see, I have been suggested with multiple images. I'll be selecting any image of Taj Mahal. Let's click on this image and go ahead. So, as you can see, as I click, the image is appearing on the screen now on the right hand side. I'll quickly adjust it to my canvas. I'll just enlarge it, and I want it to be zoomed in like this. Okay. Yeah. So, once we are good to go, this is how your canvas will appear. Now, I want some text here. Before I add the text, I will duplicate this layer. Yes, this is a very important step for putting text behind the image. Typography in graphic design class is very important. It's the element of the curriculum. Typography and putting text behind image is one important element of it. So, I have duplicated the image here, and I am just aligning it with the original image. As you can see, I am just shifting it here, and the guides are already telling me that it's in line with the previous image. So, we have one image at the back, and this is the second image which I am placing right above it. And then what I do is I quickly click on this option to remove background. As you can see on the left hand side, you have got this option remove background. You have to click on this option so that the background is removed and the main subject is retained. So, I click on remove background, and it will quickly remove all the background from it. It's a very nice feature that is there in Adobe Express. It's a premium feature. So as we have removed the background, we have only the subject left. I'll keep the subject aside for a moment, and then we'll start placing some text. So here again, just below media, you have a text option. You click on this text and you'll click on add your text option. Okay, so I click on add your text button, and then I'll add some text to it. I'm adding the name Taj Mahal here. Again, you can play along with the font. You can format it as you want. I'm again going with this particular font. Again, I want to increase its font size, so I'm going ahead with 400 say, and then click on enter. You can see it's good now. I can also change the spacing. I can click on this spacing option here. It will give you two pop-ups. Either you can change the letter spacing or line spacing. For this particular example, I am playing along with this letter spacing option. I can just increase the letter spacing and we are done. Okay, and lastly what I'll do is I'll just change the font color. Again, for that I'll be scrolling down. I'll have this fill button. I'll click on this fill option and it prompts me for different colors. Okay, colors are not limited. You can always click on custom color. You can click on this button. You'll find a suggested color here, and I go ahead with this white color, which goes pretty good with the background. Alright, so I'll align my text here, and this is the duplicated layer. So the text is where I want. You can always play along on the right hand side as well. Here is the layers option. You can pick up any layer that you want and place it below. So as you can see, this one, the last one was my original image. This top one is the image wherein we have removed the background, and this is the text. So I have added the text here and then the main duplicated layer. So duplicated layer I am just placing above the original image, and as you can see, these guides which are appearing in pink color, as you can see on your screen, are guiding me that this is the place where we have aligned it correctly, and then we stop here. Okay, so as you can see, the text is appearing behind the image. It is added as a design element. It is not shifting your attention from the main subject and also conveying the message. So once you have created this, you can always download it. As I'm sharing it with you, here is the download button. It has got three options: PNG, JPG and PDF. You can click on either of the option and download it. Additionally, you can click on share button, and after you share, you can publish it by renaming it. Okay, you can always either you can share it with your team members, with your students. You can click on people who can have access to it, and then copy the link and share it. Also, you can share it on social media. You can share it in Teams. You can publish to web, which we are doing now. We shall publish it to web. So we are writing here the name and then publish link. So once you publish the link, it will appear on the Adobe Express templates, and you can use it as and when it is needed. So that's a beautiful example of how typography can enhance the graphic designing in your particular classroom.
Well, this particular aspect that has been shared by you, I think it's quite interesting, and also our viewers can try it out. And it just not for the purpose of vocational training, but also we can use it for creating say newsletters and also school magazines. So we all know that this is a world of content generation. We have all been using or generating content in one or the other way. So ma'am, would you like to share more details on content generation using Adobe Express?
Definitely. I think what Prashik sir just told us and showcased it to us is basically how we can generate different kind of content. So teachers, all the teachers who are here with us, we are just showcasing you few examples of how exactly you can utilize Adobe Express in your classroom. So if you just look at the screen, I'll just show you my screen here. You can see that within your Adobe Express accounts only, you have a lot of resources available under Educator's resources. So if I can just have my screen on so that you can see. As you can see, this is my Adobe Express educational account, and We had mentioned this quite a number of times that we can also look into the educator's resources. So if I click on the educator's resources, I'll see all the relevant templates, contents that can be utilized within the classroom, all can be found at one single stop. So we can see classroom activities that are created using editable templates. We can see adaptable templates for your classroom, and we can also find professional learning skills, your basic 30-minute learning. You also call them lightning learning courses, which will equip the teachers to understand how they can use Adobe Express in their classrooms. We have been talking about vocational education, we are talking about various vocational subjects like AI, we are talking about graphics design as a subject, we are talking about digital marketing as a subject today, and we are showcasing you how various kind of content can be created and generated. We all know that content generation has actually become a vital skill in various industries, whether it's marketing or entertainment. And when it comes to content, as you can see, we have various blogs here. Graphic design, as Prashik sir was just highlighting, is essential in creating visually appealing and engaging content. To know more about graphics design, how various visual appealing content can be created using Adobe Express, we have this plethora of resources which are available with you. You just need to explore the educator resources. You can click and explore the relevant topics using these links, and you can see that there's so much available for you to understand, so much content available for you to use it directly as is. So you can just pick it up as is, understand how you can just play along with it and start using it in the classroom. So teachers, I would like to highlight this important fact. We are generating content. We are teaching the students of today. So when we are teaching the students of today, basically we must understand these students, they are very much comfortable with the use of technology. So technology comes first for them as compared to any subject matter. So that's their strong suit. So as a teacher, I personally feel that we must actually bank upon the technological understanding of the students. They are far more abreast with the latest technology. They are far more comfortable in utilizing latest technology. What is alien to them is the subject matter that we introduce from one class to the other class. So why don't we make things more comfortable for them? Let's go from something which is known to them to something which is unknown to them. So technology they already know. So we can superimpose subject matter over technology so that we can easily impart and achieve the learning outcomes that we desire to achieve at the end of any of our classes. So let's also have a look at one more teacher who has created a very important message for us. She has been utilizing technology in her social media, mass media subjects while taking up as vocational studies. We have Miss Hetal from RFS. Please let's have a video and let's hear her out how she has been utilizing technology in her classroom.
Hello everyone, this is Hetal Bhatt from the Reliance Foundation School, Subhanpura, Vadodara. I am teaching computer science in grade 5 to 10. Technology in education helps students to work easier. It also helps teachers to work smarter and prepare students for the future ready. We can do lots of work with the help of computer, but when it comes to the digital marketing and graphic design, we are always approached to the graphical design for digital marketing expert, or we are going to the Photoshop. But Adobe Express made it really very easy. We can easily create digital graphic, digital marketing. Even as a teacher, I teach my students to create templates, images, videos, invitation card, birthday card, and many more things. And the best part is, it is a complete package and easily accessed by everyone because it is totally free. Students really enjoy to work with Adobe Express. Even I assess their work beyond their creativity. And the interesting part is to see their objects moving and talking. So the Independence Day is coming up. So here I show you the one example of digital marketing and graphic design. So I am going to share my screen. See, this is the example of graphic design.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
This is a perfect example. Here I combine two images, add pictures, add music, and it's look like a perfect example of graphic design. Like this is made by a graphic expert. We can make text to image, birthday card, invitation cards, etc. also. I'm sharing my stuff here. It's a wonderful experience to work with Adobe Express. It's loading, just a minute. This is the perfect example of text to image. This is also done by my students. They really enjoy to do work with Adobe Express. Thank you very much.
So moving ahead, we have branding in graphic design. So branding is one of the important element when we are going ahead with graphic designing. So brands or branding is not just the use of typical fonts, a logo or having a color scheme. It is how you resonate with the audience. We are teaching students about branding because it helps them to understand what is the emotion that we want to convey to the audience. Take example of any particular brand. It always has its own color scheme that it follows. It has a consistent logo. It has a font style to choose from, and it always have a template where they begin. So we at school also follow this branding very, very importantly. So let me share my screen with you to understand more about this branding. So as you can see, this is how we design a flyer, a brochure for students. The consistency in color, the consistency in choosing the font and having a ready-made template can always help student to have that discipline in design approach, and that always convey the same emotion to the audience. Having a specific branding details will always help to anyone who joins the team as a new member. So let me tell you how we do it in Adobe Express. So once you go into the Adobe Express homepage, this is what the screen looks like. After you have logged in, you have your name here. As you look at the left side of your screen, you find this brands icon here. So you click on this brands icon and then there will be different options that you will find. I already have a brand that is created here. I click on this brand and then you can find there are different options. You have an overview of whatever you have added into the brand, and you also have specific details about it. You can click on logos and the logo will appear. Now again you can click on colors and you can have different colors here. You can have fonts that you have selected. You can have template. So anytime any student want to create something, we can readily share this template with him. He just have to add on and he just have to format the text for it. The basic structure will always remain the same. This always creates that consistency and it really helps in saving time for the student. You can additionally add on some assets like you want to have some specific you can say mascot or anything specific element, you can always add it here. You can add it as JPG, SVG, PSD, AI files here. And once you have created your brand, you want this to share with your students, you want this to share with your fellow educators. So for that, you can always click on this button here. It will be it helps you to share your brand with your fellow teachers. You can type the name of your colleague, your students, and you can invite them to use this brand. So that's a very important elements of Adobe Express, creating brands or using the brand feature and keeping your designs consistent.
Thank you, Prashik sir. That was quite relevant, because as a graphic design student, I would definitely like my students to understand that when they are going on an assignment, it's very important to acknowledge the brand, because when any industry body is giving an assignment to a graphic designer, they always adhere to the brands. So how brands can be designed within Adobe Express, that's a very pertinent point that should be taken care. So all the teachers staying with us here, today we highlighted some of the examples, some ideas with you, which can be incorporated in imparting vocational education with respect to AI, mass media, marketing, digital citizenship, graphics design, or even tourism and tourism sector skill, like around tourism sector job roles. Because for hospitality and tourism sector also, we need to create a lot of brochures, we need to do a lot of marketing, promotion around various kinds of activities. So it's better to equip our students with the relevant skills, because we have by now understood that mastering content generation and graphics design will actually help our students to be in the front, I would say in the front runner when it comes to thriving in this digital landscape. We are actually working in a digitally evolving, I would say, era. So everything digital though cannot be possible, but wherever possible, we have given you few ideations so as for you all to ponder upon and have a look at it. I'm reiterating again, we are providing you with all the content that we have been showcasing in a couple of these sessions, whether it was teaching math, teaching science, or today teaching various vocational education subjects, and the content which has been shared with you through our teachers, whether it was Priyadarshini ma'am, who was highlighting the usage in AI and data science classes, whether it's Prashik sir with us today, highlighting the use of technology in addressing graphic design vocational subject in his classroom, or Hetal ma'am, who were basically talking about how she has incorporated various functionalities of Adobe Express in her social media marketing classes. Everything is available under teaching resources, which is definitely linked to your welcome kit. So feel free to explore more content and feel free to create more content. Before we end the session with Simran, I would at one last time, I would just like to highlight the Padlet link, so that all of you who have created various posters, designed using generative AI, designed various posters, infographics around World Youth Skills Day or around marketing and media, please feel free to upload your content with us so that we can also have a look at your wonderful creations.
Of course, viewers, the QR code is flashing on your screens. You can scan the QR code and share your creativity or your content with us. So viewers, it's time to wrap up this particular program. Let us quickly share the link for the feedback form on your screens as well. We would like to share the link for feedback form, so you can scan this particular QR code and share your feedback with us, so we get to know that where all we lag and what are the different areas that you like the most about our different programs. Well, in this particular program, we got to know about the different multiple vocational skills and how they can be created or enhanced using Adobe Express, that is with AI in your classroom scenario. You can once again scan the QR code and share your feedback with us. Thank you so much Niharika ma'am and Prashik sir for connecting with us in the conversation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you to all the viewers who have connected with CIT and CRA for this particular live interactive program. Today was the 13th training session of our pilot program, and we were discussing more on teaching vocational subjects using Adobe Express in using artificial intelligence in our classrooms. And next program will be on Thursday, that's 18th of July. We will be discussing more on teaching social studies using Adobe Express with artificial intelligence in our classrooms. So mark the date, it is 18th of July, Thursday from 3:30 till 5 p.m. We will have the 14th training session of our pilot program. Now we are concluding the program here itself, and next up is our program of Sahyog, where we try to provide guidance for mental well-being and psychosocial support to all the learners, all the teachers and students who keep on connecting with us for the diverse programs throughout the day. So viewers, for Sahyog program, do not forget to tune in with us through NCRT Official, that's our YouTube channel, and eVidya channel number 6 to 12. Stay connected, we'll be right back within few minutes. Namaskar.